Hey guys, SkittleRampage here. Welcome back to a new video. I do hope you're enjoying your day today. So we're actually in the new office currently, and it is a huge mess. It is a huge mess. So before I give you like kind of a look at the entire room, I guess today we're going to be kind of just setting things up a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what the video schedule for this week is going to be just because we just got internet. And the last like 4 days, I've been doing nonstop moving, cleaning the other house to get the deposit back, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, it's been a lot. I'm very tired. I'm very sore in my neck and back and legs. And yeah, so it's been a lot. I won't even lie. Like you can see, I haven't even shaved. It's been crazy. It's been a lot of stress. So I look kind of messy. I apologize for that. But let me show you what the office looks like and what the new room's going to look like. So I'm going to kind of do a wide angle here. Like I said, it is an absolute mess in here. We kind of just chucked everything in here. That's a majority of my pops. I think there's still some boxes out in like the living room. Got the PlayStation there. Those are some of my lights that I use. Pop protectors, older monitors. I actually bought some newer ones because one of them started kind of messing up. That's a table I use for like auctions, more pops. Giant Iron Man. Those are some things, those like the stools, they were kind of like in that table. They were in here when we moved in, so got to get rid of them. No idea what's in those boxes. A little futon we had. A new monitor over there. Celsius. I don't know. I've been drinking these recently. They're a little better than the monsters I would normally drink. Not that I probably should be drinking any of this at all, but I will say it tastes better and it makes me feel a little better than the monsters. Anyways, though, back to the tour, we do actually have all of the boxes back here, another monitor. That's usually my table that I use for editing and all that. It's kind of down right now. I don't know if this was like a big countertop or something at one point, but it's super heavy and super sturdy, and I've had it for years. It works, and I got it for like 40 bucks off of Marketplace, and I was like, I will take it. I do not care. That's a window. We actually have a huge window this time around, which is pretty cool, so a lot more natural lighting. Something that was pretty funny, I did a YouTube short here, I think yesterday, and a lot of people were like, I didn't realize you had a window in the other studio. I never really used it. I never opened it much, every once in a while for like lighting for videos, but other than that, yeah, there was a window in there, just was never really shown in videos. Anyways, though, we got an office chair, TV right here, computer and all that stuff that I got to set up. That's a bunch of paper that we're going to reuse. Futon, another shelf here. I have no idea what these boxes are, but they probably aren't my stuff. We actually have a closet in this one. I have no idea. I don't remember how deep the closet was though. So let's go ahead and take a look in here. It's not very big. It's not as big as my other one, but I'll make it work. So the idea with this new house here is that it's actually significantly smaller than the other one. But that's what we wanted. We wanted to downsize on a lot of stuff that we had because we had a house way bigger than we need, but it was all that we could find a couple years back at the time because another house we were looking at, they didn't let us rent. So the idea here is to actually kind of combine this into my studio and office this time versus me having a separate office and studio because we'd like to actually have an actual guest room with like a bed in there and all that. I don't think I need two offices because this is one of the biggest spare rooms in this house. So I'm going to combine it into one and we'll see how I can kind of make that work. So yeah, hopefully this video hasn't been boring up until this point. Kind of just wanted to talk about a couple things and then go over the state of the studio and all that. Like I said, we're going to do a little bit of cleaning in here, hopefully some organizing. I don't have any shelves. I only have that little one and that big one that I showed you. That is it. I got rid of all the other ones because I wanted to switch over to some other shelves. So I actually have to go to IKEA to get those. So that might be a different adventure another day. So I'll probably get like 3 or 4 of those and see how it all fits. But for now, we will set up those shelves with some pops just to have a background for the most part. Okay, so what I'm going to do really quickly is probably grab one of my tripods here and set up like a little time lapse so you guys can kind of see me organizing some things so we can actually walk in here. Alrighty guys, so just giving you a quick little rundown of kind of what I did. So I put most of the boxes in the corner there. I'm probably going to set up the desk soon here. I got to figure out where the screws are actually. This I'm actually setting up. All this cat fur courtesy of my cat. I got to clean that up too, but I'm setting this up to kind of get it out of the way more. I put a bunch of stuff in the closet, which were some of the monitors, smaller boxes than TV, and then I still have this stuff over here, but for the most part, we can actually walk. What I'm thinking actually is that the shelves are gonna go on this wall for the time being, and I may move them back to that wall once all the boxes are kind of unpacked, but for now, the reason being is so the sunlight's not directly on them, it's kind of on the side, because I thought about putting the shelves there temporarily, but then I was like, man, the window is right there, and it's just gonna be beaming on them. Anyways though, let me go ahead and get this built up so we can kind of place it in a corner. I actually grabbed my bag of tools here just because I wanted to get the drill to make this go faster because I am not hand screwing these. Okay, so I'd like to think that we are making progress. I'm hoping I can get rid of this echo as we unbox pops and put more shelves in here, but it might be like that for a few videos. So we got the futon thing over there, couch. We got a bunch of things in the corner here. We got two of the shelves. I need to find their like inner shelves there. This actually got really banged up during moving, which is okay because I plan to actually replace it with some other shelves. Wait. This is upside down. Yeah, that's upside down. I was like, why can't I see these? And why? I was like, why is it wobbly? It's upside down, so I gotta fix that. I plan to actually eventually get rid of these fully, but I wanted to have something to make a background for videos for the time being until I get the other shelves. So we have that. Let me fix that. But yeah, we're making some progress. We're gonna build the desk still too. I gotta find those screws. Okay, so while I couldn't find my desk screws, I found the shelves and the little tacks that go with these. Ow, that hurt. So I did find the shelves here, so we can put these in here at the very least. Forgot how I had it. I think it was like this. But yeah, I think it's going pretty good. I would say this is probably bigger than my last studio for sure. But given we're combining it into an office and studio, it's going to be tricky to see how I fit everything in here, including the desk. Because if I just put shelves along that wall and shelves along that wall, and then there, I'm trying to figure out for when I do like the whatnot shows and all that, usually I have it in the same room, but I guess I could do it in another room in the house. All right, let's see if these are the right ones. Because I know some go to the bottom shelf too, so I'm not sure if they're different, but it looks flush enough to me, so I'll take it. I'm not gonna argue with it. Yeah, even the back got damaged during the move. That's okay, it's gonna be covered by pops. I think for the time being, I'm not going to do anything extravagant. I think I'm just going to place them on the shelf. I don't know if I'll take any out of box or whatever. I kind of see how I'm feeling until I get the new shelves. The shelves I want to get are the Billy bookcases. I know I like them because my wife has a couple and she really enjoys them. And I've seen those style shelves bring her display to life. I think I'm going to go with the white ones too to kind of make the collection pop a little bit more. All right, let's go ahead and throw this next one on here. I believe these are all of them. Yeah, because only 2 for there and then 3 here. So. All right, sometimes these are tight fit. But that looks like it went okay. I don't know why this is still so wobbly for some reason. I feel like maybe the floor is a little uneven right here. That's the only thing that I can guess because it's like, you see this? It's like seriously moving. Maybe with a little weight on it, it'll be better, but it's a little rough. How did this go through the shelf? What just happened? There we go. All right, where are my screws? Oh. I hope I have enough. I'm like running short. I don't know where the rest went. That's not good. Oh no. Because I literally need 4 for this one, and then the small one, I don't have enough. Man, this shelf is really dirty. So we have all the shelves in there now, and maybe I'll just use one shelf, I guess. I could also just put it in that corner for recording videos for now, so it shows less of the wall, if that makes sense. Maybe I'll do that, actually, for the time being, because you're not even going to see this small shelf. I didn't consider that. Yeah, guys, I quite literally only have 2 of these shelf holders left. I needed at least, what was that, 2, 4? I needed 8. I don't know how I'm missing 6. Okay, so we ended up having some of the shelf holders actually already in that shelf, so we were able to hang one. But other than that, it just looks a little wonky. The other one's over there. Now, that shelf is now in this corner. Let me zoom this out so you guys can get a better idea. So that shelf's in that corner. I'm just going to fill it with some pops for a background for now. Now, the question is, which box do we go for? Because I have no idea what's in what. I wrote on the top, but I got to... Oh, that looks like a Marvel box. think I would rather go for some anime though. I gotta pick a box. Okay, so before I pick a box for my pops, I wanted to give you a peek at what Bailey's office kind of looks like. Same wall color and all that, which we're hoping to get kind of approval to paint a little bit because she wants to paint one of the walls a different color just for her own aesthetic. Yeah, so we got like a desk over here, vanity. No, that might be her desk. Yeah, that's her desk. But yeah, she has her desk over there. These are her IKEA bookshelves, the Billy bookcases. We're hoping she's able to fit everything in here. Yeah, this is just a little peek at her office. I'm sure she might do some videos showing it off when she's done. Okay, back to my office at the end of the hall here. This is kind of what it's looking like. So let's go ahead and pick a box here. So I personally think it's more fun to pick like this versus actually looking at what it is. So I know that one's like a Marvel box, so I won't pick that one. But okay, what's gonna go on the shelf for the time being? I am thinking this one. I want to see what's in this one. So it's a little funny. I actually labeled this one as Funko and Dante. I think this is one of the more recent boxes. So I think I have an idea of what's in here, maybe. Okay, this wasn't a bad choice. So we actually have our new Zoro versus King in here, which I want to unbox pretty soon here. So that can definitely go up here for the time being. Let's go ahead and put that there. There we go. That thing looks really cool. Can't wait to take that out. This looks like a mix of some Demon Slayer, Sword Art Online, and then Fire Force. Oh, my Death Note's in here too. Oh, and Smallville. Okay, yeah, this is not a bad box at all. So it's kind of funny. Unless people watch this video, they're going to be very confused as to why there's Demon Slayer and One Piece mixed together. Also, I swapped those around to make it look a little better. Okay, so I'm thinking a little bit of a mixture between Death Note and something else. Oh, we might run into the issue where a pop. Yep, okay. These gotta go on the shelf. That's unfortunate. That's okay though. These can go there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hopefully you can see this low, but I'm just putting the Death Note pops down here. Switch these around. Okay, that's good. I feel like Sword Art Online hasn't gotten enough screen time here in my collection, so do some of this. Here. What? Do I need to lower this one? Yeah, I gotta lower it. Okay, there we go. This should fit. Okay, yes, now it fits. I was so confused. I was like, these fit before. I don't understand. Okay, so 2 original ones. We got another Asuna. Kirito. Do I have another sort of line pop? I don't know. Aha! I do. There's so many Kiritos, but he's one of my favorite anime characters. Okay, so we do have 4 spots left. I don't know why I only have 2 One Punch Man and 2 Seven Deadly Sins in here, but it works very well, might I add. So we're just going to throw these in here. Come on. Sit flush. We got Escanor. All right, the collection is coming together. I don't know why I'm so excited. Maybe it's a new office, so it's setting everything up again is kind of cool. But yeah, this is looking good. It's not gonna stay like this, but I like it so far. Okay, so I guess next to Death Note, we can fit the rest. Actually, that might be a problem. I didn't consider that. I gotta change out these protectors on. Let me show you. Light and L, just because they won't fit flush on the shelves otherwise because they're so thick. And usually I can fit 5 across, but these take up just enough space to block out another pop. That kind of sucks. All right, so I'm at a little bit of a standstill because that box did not have enough of what I needed. It had a very odd number of pops, so I'm gonna go find another open box. Aha, I knew I had another Fire Force pop, so we have Arthur, so that makes that 6 flush. Now we just need 4 pops here. The only thing is, I have this light sign, so I don't want to take it out of armor, but I think it'll be fine in a regular protector. Like I said, it's not like I have kids. Okay, I'm going to get a regular protector. I'm just going to swap it with my Michael Rosenbaum's signature on Lex Luthor here, and call it a day. Oh, I actually need another one for L, I forgot. Okay, secured another protector for L here. I gotta go back and watch Death Note for a 4th time. Such a good anime. Alright, they should now all fit comfortably. Yes! Flush. So what does that look like for you guys? That's not bad. I mean, I know you're probably not going to see it. Let me take it off the tripod here, but
So that's kind of what we're looking like. It's very flush. Okay, so I filled in the bottom there with some Demon Slayer I found, and then there's some random stuff down there in Mu Guillaume.
I think this will just be the recording corner for about a week or two or something like that. You know, we still have the rest of the house to kind of unpack. So I'll do my best to kind of work through the office as much as I can. If you guys would like to see another video of me kind of putting together the office and unboxing the collection, just let me know. Again, I might, you know, make like an IKEA trip, maybe a video there, just picking out the shelves or anything else we might need. I would like to get like a carpet here because, like I said, it's going to be much different than having carpet in the old house that we did, because it's like a natural kind of like soundproof. So my voice is just bouncing off the floor too. I do have a carpet I can put in here for the time being, but it's not very big. It'll only help kind of a little bit with those boxes being on the other side of that wall. That does help, but yeah, you can still kind of hear it. So I'm going to have to figure that out as we kind of go. But for the most part, guys, I don't know if there's really too much else I can do today because I can't find those screws. So I can't set that up and set up my new monitors and all that. Plus, I realized that I don't have a Wi-Fi, like a wireless chip in my computer. So I got to buy that, or I have to rent like a thing from our internet provider to put in here for Ethernet. So that's going to be fun. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to edit this video today. Yeah. Anyways, though, this was just part one, guys. You know, we got this built. We kind of organized a little bit. We got a shelf built. And for the most part, I'm pretty happy with the progress today. And the next part will probably just be setting up more things and, you know, cleaning up again. But thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, just kind of want to do a more simple, easy video for today because I'm just really tired from all the moving, and we still have to go back and finish cleaning. So again, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't like boring or anything. But for now, again, hit the like button down below if you did enjoy, and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here. I do want to go ahead and end off the video here by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon and Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure you follow me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.